Do we really need superfans? The new Minister of Sport, Arts and Culture, Gayton McKenzie, has sparked a heated debate online by announcing that the government will no longer fund superfans. But what exactly are superfans? A superfan is an extremely enthusiastic and dedicated fan of, in the context of South Africa, the country and all its sports. They often go above and beyond to show their support, attending multiple sporting events and actively promoting their love for various sports on social media. In South Africa, this could refer to many people, but is often limited by the media to two specific individuals, Mama Joy Chauke and Botha Msila. These specific superfans are often seen at various sporting events, in cultural clothing and in South African colours, especially at international sporting events such as rugby, cricket, athletics and soccer, or football, depending on where you're from. Minister McKenzie recently announced that he has stopped all trips for superfans, stating that the money could be better used to support athletes and artists who are struggling to raise funds to attend sporting events and exhibitions. He made this announcement on July 9, 2024 at 8:35 a.m. on X, saying, "I have stopped all trips for superfans. We have athletes and artists who are struggling to raise money to attend sporting events and exhibitions. How do we justify paying for fans? We shall no longer be paying for these trips and will use that money where it's needed the most." Many people rejoiced at this decision, while others were upset, stating that Mama Joy and Botha Msila serve as brand ambassadors for South Africa. Some have described these two superfans as mascots of the country and believe they deserve to be at these sporting events, to cheer on the fans and bring joy to those who spot them on television. Those who support Minister McKenzie's decision argue that superfans should pay for their own travel, accommodation and event entry fees to sporting events. They believe it's a waste of taxpayer money to fund the lavish trips of these two superfans. The money spent on superfans could be funding sportsmen and women who do not have the funds and are unable to find sponsorships. On the other hand, those who oppose the decision argue that Mama Joy and Botha Msila are an integral part of the country's sporting culture and bring joy and enthusiasm to fans. I side with those who support Minister McKenzie's decision. I believe that any true superfan should either bankroll their own trips to cheer on their teams of choice, or work as hard as our sportsmen and women often have to work to find businesses or individuals willing to sponsor them. Getting the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture to pay for lavish trips and accommodation is unfair, not only to sportsmen and women, but also to artists and cultural advancement projects that could be building our country's heritage. What if, by paying Mama Joy and Botha Msila's trips, we are unknowingly preventing the next great artist from achieving recognition on international stages? The money that was spent on these superfans for the Rugby World Cup alone could possibly fund a gallery for young artists for an entire year. What if our next great athlete, soccer player, cricketer, or future rugby captain never gets the chance to live their dream just because they could not get funding, as it was spent on trips for superfans? I'm not saying there is anything wrong with superfans, but I do believe there are many more superfans than just these two. They are all paying for their trips out of their own pocket. If the country wants to keep these two individuals as mascots, then create a private sponsorship and funding mechanism where businesses and other fans can fund these people for their trips. That way, those who support Mama Joy and Botha Msila have the opportunity to take part in the process and share the cost, and those who do not support them cannot complain. The funds that would have been spent on them can be used to support sports, arts and culture. I believe many people who do not support his decision feel that he does not support the idea of superfans, but this is untrue. He simply feels that government money should not be used to fund these superfans. Other mechanisms can be used by these superfans outside of government funding. That's all. It also highlights that other superfans exist besides Mama Joy and Botha Msila, who do not get any government funding. And this now levels the field where superfans each pay their own way or get their own sponsorships from the public arena. I support Minister McKenzie in this decision and also commend him for trying his best to become a representative of the office by taking up the challenge to take part in the Mandela Day walk and run, where he will do the 5-kilometer run. On July 10, 2024, he posted a video of himself on a treadmill getting ready for this marathon. And as the Minister of Sport, this means more to me on an inspirational level than seeing superfans on television. Yes, there are a number of other ministers who have already shown that they are also keeping to their word. But this video is focused on Gayton McKenzie as, for now, he is my favourite minister who speaks to the people and addresses the concerns of the public by actually conversing with the public on X. I like this style and the way he does things, and I feel other ministers could learn a thing or two here. Engage with the people that you are representing in Parliament and find out what the major concerns are at ground level. I conclude with these words posted by Minister Gayton McKenzie on X on June 11. This is not your money. This is not my money. This is public money, and the public must know who got the money. I believe this statement sums up his commitment to transparency and accountability, and I support him in his efforts to use public funds wisely and for the greater good. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I do have a few more stories to tell. I will see you in the next video. That's a nice one.